Welcome back to the FNB Stadium for the main event of the afternoon. It's the final of the Telkom Charity Cup. After a sequence of rather embarrassing occurrences here at the FNB Stadium, which has seen a delay in kickoff, we are almost set for kickoff as we stand by now for the national anthem of South Africa. Well, just a few more formalities to dispense with as the dignitaries that are down on the field stand by to be introduced to the two teams. As I said, we had that situation that has led to the delay of the kickoff. Rather unnecessary stuff. But there you go. When you bend the rules, you must expect some of these things to come about. Anyway, we're just having Patrick Mabedi introducing the Kaizer Chiefs lineup. As I said, revenge will be top of mind for Sundowns, who I'm sure after last season were starting to dread playing Kaizer Chiefs. Chiefs beat them thrice last season, and in all three occasions by a 2-goal margin, 2-0, 3-1 and 2-0. And that I'm sure they'll be looking to put right. Last year, it was Chiefs that beat Sundowns by a 1-0 to win the Telkom Charity Cup for the 10th time in history. So Chiefs looking for their 11th title in the Telkom Charity Cup, while Sundowns will be looking to win it for a third time, for the first time since the year 2000. Brian Baloyi captaining the side in his very first match earlier on against Pirates, and again captaining them here against his former club. What an occasion for him, wearing jersey number 74, the year of his birth. 30-year-old Brian Baloyi gets a hug from the president of the club, Patrice Motsepe, and the president, the chairman of the NSL, Lepile Tauniane. And last man in your picture was the director of marketing and advertising at Telkom, Ziggy Mulusi. So now it's for the players to meet each other, as we see that the referee will be in charge this afternoon. The well-respected Ace Ngobo, South Africa's referee of the year. Man whose reputation really is impeccable. Impeccable record as a referee, Ace Ngobo, two-time referee of the year. Let's go down quickly to Deshi Baktawi, standing by with Trevor Phillips.
Thanks, Tabiso. Yes, Trevor, the reason for this delay, apparently it was because Chiefs were given half an hour this morning.
Well, the reason for this delay was, in my view, the thoroughly unprofessional behaviour of Sundowns.
And that's...
This is the way this works, this tournament. Everybody knows that from the end of the second semi-final to the final, you get a maximum of 2 hours. It's not enough, but everybody knows that. They've been playing it for years. as Sundowns decide they want to write their own rules. That's disgraceful behaviour.
Trevor, can they expect a fine?
I'm not sure what I'm allowed to do because of it being a charity function, but I think it's totally unprofessional behaviour.
Thanks, Trevor.
Anyway, it's been a great day and everybody's had a great day. Let's hope this doesn't spoil it.
It certainly is. Thank you very much. Okay, Tabs, back to you.
Well, there you have it from the man himself. Sundowns' unprofessional conduct. It seems a bit strange to me that it should have only popped up now. Sundowns knew before the start of the afternoon's proceedings that that was going to be the situation. Anyway, let's concentrate on matters on the field. Lots of changes, as you would expect, with a couple of players giving a rest, although Chiefs have for the most part gone with the same lineup that won the earlier game. Hlanhla Kubeka comes in to the lineup, as does Spiwe Mkwanza, who came in as a sub. David Matebula also, who came on off the bench, starts the game, and Kabamba Musasa also included up front along Collins Mbesuma. So the two big men up front. For Sundowns, also ringing the changes, Vuyo Mere, formerly of Hellenic, is in, as is Tabiso Ramile, former South African under-23 international who played for Maritzburg City, and Joseph Mtombeni and Paulus Masehe also come in. Asen Ngobo will be the man in charge. Mabedi, some last words for his teammates. Can they do it again over Sundowns? Kaizer Chiefs, it'll be for the fourth time in succession. Chiefs sporting unusual colors, not often you see them. It's the navy and with the trim, the gold trim. A change strip for Amakhosi here. Is it going to be a good or a bad omen? Asen Ngobo, as I said, the man in charge, referee of the year, assisted by Andrew Mdluli and Tokomalebo from Bloemfontein. So, a fantastic atmosphere that we've had this afternoon. And this is it, the climax for the 2004 Telkom Charity Cup. Sundowns playing from right to left of your picture. Now, early feel for the ball for everyone here. As I said, Sundowns will not want to become the laughing stock yet again, particularly of a certain Patko Mafani, who has branded them as Kaizer Chiefs' daily bread. In fact, I believe he's already devoured an entire loaf of bread as Patko Mafani. So who will have the last laugh? We'll find out in the next 90 odd minutes. Of course, penalty is a distinct possibility if it's all square after 90. As from Nyandoro, the Zimbabwean, played a good ball there to pick out Surprise Moriri, who was man of the match in the earlier game. Fantastic debut for him in Sundowns colours. Player with a bundle of skill on him. Surprise Moriri did so well for Silver Stars last season. And one of the better acquisitions by Sundowns. In fact, it must be said that Sundowns looked very impressive against an out-of-sorts Orlando Pirates. Wonder how much of the frustration that Pirates suffered in midweek, the time they spent out in Cameroon, would have played there. Free kick here goes against Chiefs. Mtombeni, Joseph Mtombeni, brought down there by Tinashe Ngomasha. Here is Sundowns now looking to find a way through. Difficult to get past that Ngomasha. Mbesuma. Here's Matebula, who came off the bench in the first game. Was fantastic when he did come on. Now a run here from Kabamba Musasa. Unable to get onto it. Brian Baloy, must be a most unusual occasion for him, facing teammates that he... I mean, this is a club, the only club that he ever knew, Kaizer Chiefs, having spent the better part of 13 years with the club, having started with them as a junior and making his debut in 1993. And it's almost surreal that he now finds himself wearing the colors of Sundowns, and not just that, but captaining the side. Of course, he did captain Kaizer Chiefs as well when he did manage to get onto the starting team last season. Vuyo Mere from Hellenic, young man from Bloemfontein, born in Bloemfontein, but started his career with Hellenic. It's This is Simpiwe Mkonza. A Freudian slip there, nearly called him Keshe Mkonza. That's, of course, his legendary father that played for this club, Kaizer Chiefs. So the next generation, Nhlanhla Kubega. Just overrunning it and then going in with studs up. I don't think AC Ngobo will let that go, and he doesn't. First yellow card of the game. See, overruns the ball, goes over the top, and Nhlanhla Kubega becomes the first player booked. We already have seen a red card in this tournament with Sundowns losing Kilambe after losing Siakatiene after a second bookable offense. Neil Winstanley looked solid in the game against Pirates. Junior Kanga tracking back, but a bit of a tight angle there for Thabiso Ramile, working down this left wing. A member of the South African side, the under-23 side, that rather disappointing under-23 side that played at the All-Africa Games, where they lost 2 out of 3 matches, including a humiliation at the hands of Nigeria, who incidentally will have their women's under-19 side in action tomorrow against South Africa's under-19 women as well. That's in a World Cup qualifier. You'll catch it on Latu Musasa. Matebula tussling there with Masibogo, who comes away with it. Clement Masibogo, as they were backing off of him there, but it's Mkonza that comes away with it. Voyomiri, Masibogo, Shoes Musheo comes away with it. He's the man that scored the all-important winner last season. Now here's Mbesuma. Winstanley for company, and Winstanley does well. Outstretched leg from a former Wits University man. Collins Mbesuma. 2 goals for Mbesuma last season. Combined very well with Shoes Musheu in that first game. In fact, laid on the open goal for Musheu. Lots of things expected from the young Zambian. Sundowns look to build from the back here now. The ball over the top, it's Cyril Nzama that comes away with it. Paulus Masihe was intended recipient. Nhlanhla Kubega playing it with Nengo Masha. Now Musasa. A man who in his very short time with Kaizer Chiefs has collected quite a number of nicknames. All of them rather comical, but we won't get into that right now. Masihe. Ezra Nyandoro working it wide. Surprise Muriri. Probing all the time. So it's been a full house from around 11 o'clock this morning. In fact, there were even people still outside. So it's fantastic to see, because Charity will be the big winner. Shoes Musheu there trying to get by Morere. Played as an out-and-out striker for Silver Stars, but employed in a different role here by Paul Dolezal. Most effectively so then. An excellent ball through here. Chance for Sundowns. Nowhere near. It was a nice build-up though by Sundowns. Just got underneath that one. Joseph Mtombeni sat on the bench for that first game. Managed 1 goal for Sundowns last season, did Mtombeni. Didn't get too many starts, it must be said. Matebula gets it back. He's looked a good find as David Matebula. Nhlanhla Kubega, who's been plagued with injury. I'm sure he'll be hoping to stay fit for most of his season. So his entire career with Chiefs has just been one injury after another. Ron Fernandez, who no doubt will now be Chiefs' #1 following the departure of Brian Baloy, who is in the opposite goal now. A run here from Kabamba Musasa. Congolese international gets a free kick, corner kick, I should say. There'll be no shortage of needle in this fixture. Matebula cannot get past Nyandoro. Nyandoro, of course, together with Tinashe Nangomasha, formed a formidable unit in the middle of the Zimbabwean midfield at the Nations Cup. Here is Nangomasha. Tees something up. Well, he's got a taste for goal now. Quite fancies himself as a regular goal scorer, even from a ridiculous distance like that. But such is the height of confidence within South Africa's Footballer of the Year, the Players' Player of the Year as well. Tinashe Nangomasha scored, of course, the second goal in Chiefs' 2-0 win earlier against Black Leopards. So even thinks he can do the impossible, Nangomasha. Nyandoro. Ball over the top here. Tombeni giving chase. Kubega will get there first, but will concede the corner. That's Vuyo Mere in your picture. So first corner of the game goes the way of Sundowns. Now, of course, known again as Mamelodi Sundowns. Might remember the name Mamelodi was dropped for a time. Now they are back known as Mamelodi Sundowns, going back to their roots, as it were. In comes the corner, punched away by Fernandez. Run here is a good-looking one. The ball comes in here. Bit of misunderstanding there, but Chiefs a bit unconvincingly do get it away. Here is Junior Kanye. Always a buzz when he's on the ball. A youngster with plenty of skill, leaves it for Matebula. Winstanley is there. Bit of a harsh call on Winstanley. David Matebula gets a free kick in a dangerous position for Chiefs. Have a look at it again. I think he did get his feet all caught up in the tangle there. Little bit harsh, but never mind, it's a free kick for Chiefs. Very dangerous position. Shoes Mushreu, as you would expect, is standing over it. Now a mini conference together with Cyril and Zam over the ball. Just 3 men in the wall now. So Shoes Mushreu hits it. And almost there as it came off the wall. Brian Baloy at full stretch as the ball came off the wall there. The deflection took it away from Baloy. Could have ended up anywhere. More importantly, could have ended up in the back of the net. See, Brian Baloy wrong-footed, but good recovery from the Spider-Man. Back live, Nzama trying to tee it up for Matebula. Winstanley does a super job. So, just over 11 minutes ago, let's go now quickly to Deshi Baktawa, get his early impressions.
Well, both sides playing forward to back. For Sundowns, when they do push forward, Ramile, the left back, is pushing quite far forward. I think they expect him to push forward and get a few crosses in. That's when Sundowns are 3 at the back. But a great save there by Brian Baloy. Sundowns will be asking questions of that wall.
Emva kwemzuzu-ke lapha-ke eTaipei ishumi nambili asikho-ke lapha-ke oseshaya-ke igoli kodwa-ke cishe la i-Kaizer Chiefs-ke lapha-ke ithole kodwa-ke uBrian eshintsha lapha ngoba ube ngapha kwesokunxele ibhola lase lithinta omunye umdlali lathatha i-deflection kodwa ukwazile ukuphenduka yena lapha-ke uBrian Baloyi okukhombisayo-ke ukuthi-ke ngempela into njengoba ibona-ke la engikuthanda nje namhlanje ngikubonayo uBrian Baloyi laphana-ke nabalandeli bayo iKaizer Chiefs abaningi abakhona la kusekhona ukumhlonipha ngempela ngoba akukho noyedwa oseke laphana wazama ukuthi-ke bambhuwishe yena la uBrian njengoba simbona-ke enza laphana-ke leya save kuyakhombisa ukuthi abaningi kuKaizer Chiefs basamthanda futhi basazulana naye mhlambe ke izathu ke ezimenza ukuthi ke azashiye la bese esebenze khona ke iminyaka eyi-14. Lasibona ke amaqembu ke omabili cisho ashintshe ke abadlali ngathi nje laphana ke bahlanu laphana ngibona ngoba nangibheka i-Chiefs nayo abadlali abebeqale ke umdlalo i-Chiefs ibuye ne-7 yabo kusho ukuthi ke ishintshe ke yona abane kanti ke i-Sundowns yona ke laphana ke ibuye ke naba yisikhombisa laphana ke lasibona khona ke phambili asazi lapha ukuthi yini edala ukuthi i-Sundowns uRotin Khilambe ingabuyi ke naye ngoba sicabanga ukuthi mhlawumbe bazodinga umuntu onamandla onokwazi ukuhlupha lapha uPatrick Mabedi edlala ke noSipiwe lapha nomkhosi kodwa ke baqale ngomfana ke uPaulos Maskhem lapha ke phambili okuyena lapha ke i-target man masike lapha ke ibhola ke elithilisela ke emuva kuyona lapha ke i-backline yala khona ke umfana nje odlala phambi kwe-backline lapha Ezrom Nyandoro osuka eZimbabwe. Ukuyila iphakeme lapha i-flag yaka linesman kukhona ke la akubonile lapha kusho ukuthi ke bahlawulisa i-Sundowns lapha ke umfoka Masifu yena abamhlawulisayo ngoba ithola i-place kick i-Kaizer Chiefs. Lamaqembu ke omabili nangathatha nje ke imidlalo ke ye-league i-Chiefs ke yayiwina ke yombili lomdlalo iwina ngescore esifanayo ke sika 2-0 kodwa nje ke singakuphawula ke okuqhubekayo ku-Kaizer Chiefs ukuthi emidlalweni abawudlalile bewuqala ne-Black Leopards bewina ngo-2-0 kukore abadlali ke abadlala esiswini uShoes Museu ukuthi uqhubekela agcine khona naye lapha uThinashe Nengomashe kusasho ukuthi isekhona ke inkinga lapha ke lapha ke kuma-strikers phambili kuyona ke iKaizer njengoba sibone lapha uDavid Hadebe ke cishe ehlulwa amathuba ke amane lapha ke okushaya lapha amabhulu kodwa kubonakale ukuthi ke inkinga enkulu ke indoda ibheka phansi ke sibone ke lapha uNyandoro Nelwyn Stanley osuka la ku-Wits University Thabiso Ramile umfana osuka lapha ku-Maritzburg City goal kick Paul Doleza indoda ke ithule la isizana khona ke noNeil Tovey angazi ukuthi uzokwenza njani uPaul Doleza ukuthi ugcina bonke labadlali lama-stars abawathengayo ukuthi ahlale ejabulile awanikeze wonke igame ngokufanayo ngendlela la abathenge ngakhona ke kuSundowns nangobheka ukuthi oJosta Dladla bahlezi lapha ngaphandle ubuye lapha ke eNorway lapha ke nasemdlalweni oqala uqale ebhenjini Mkhonza kuChiefs silindele ukuthi masibona sobona lapha bakubuya uArthur Zwane ukuthi ke uzodlala phi ke uJunior Khanye ngoba ubuya lapha ke ngomhla ka2 iyaphela isuspension Clement Mazibuko yona ke badlala ke position efanayo bathi sibona ke noJosta Dladla kusho ukuthi ke ufanele lokho bashintsha ke uPaul Doleza ke bahlale bejabulile ngoba phela obheka umdlalo njengoJosta Dladla bengeka kuyele imali encane nje sibona uTed Dimitri noFarukani ukhombisa ke ukuba ukuthi ke uyamthemba kakhulu la uColin Besuma kodwa udlale kahle emdlalweni bewudlala ke neBlack Leopards nangomunye ke umfana uDavid Mathebula iKaizer Chiefs ngicabanga ukuthi ke ithole ijam la unakho konke lapha uyakwazi ukulafana ke ukulwela ibhola maliphunyukile nalifike yakwazi ukuphasa uyakwazi ukuzivulela futhi lapha ke ispace Brian Baloyi ke kuyabanda ke manje la FNB uBrian Baloyi ugqoke kahle ufake ijezi elama long sleeve ufake futhi neskipa ngaphakathi naphana ke le tracksuit lena ke I long pants ubheke ke nje qhathanisa ke manje uRuan Fernandes ufake iskipa nje kuphela esinemkhono emfishane nesikhindi angazi ke kulamakhaza uwamela kanjani asibona ke Junior Khanye Junior Khanye bekunabadlala laphana ke kodwa ke muhle kumfana omncane uma ngabe enokuzethemba engesabi ukuthi ke laphana ke athathe ishot eyalaphana ke epaleni ngoba bebaningi abadlali bebekhona kodwa ke wathatha ke laphana kwaqhuma ukuthi ke yena oshayela ke ipali njengoba sibona ke noTed Dimitri umshayela ihlobo ukukhombisa ukunikeza laphana ke ukuzethemba uyakhombisa ke na ukuthi ngokuhamba kwesikhathi ekhula futhi ke omunye wadlala abanenhlanhla ukuthi ufika umncane uthandwe icoach ikudlalise noma nini uyobe nje kuzehlulekela uma engaqhubekelanga phambili sibone ke David Matibula Cyril Zama la iKaizer Chiefs ke ijezi elifakile ke umbala omningi kulo umbala ompisholo owegolide ke mncane babalekela ukuthi ke amajezi abo angashayisani ke ngoba imbala ikhishisondelane nalo weSundowns kanti ke nasizwa kusike sezwa lapho ke oba nomsindwanyana ke kubangwa khona ukuthi ke ubani ofanele ashintshe ke lapha ke imbala agqoke umbala ongezufana nowomunye nang lapha ke uRuan Fernandes juta itsize ngawesaba amakhasa Stanley ke yasizakala ke lapha emuva iSundowns ukuba nomdlali ke omude ukwina ke amabhola lapha ke eza ke emoyeni Clement Mazibuko Raymond Sineyo lapha ke udlala ngapha ngaku left zokhumbula bekhona noSakatino Tony asibone Paulos kodwa lapha ke ibhola lakhe la vele lokhu kuphuka elisuku onyaweni lapha ke kumfana lona ke okamaseko dlala endaweni ebidlala ke eqaleni kuRodson Kilambe wenze i10 enhle lapha esivulela ke lapha ke isikhala sokuthi ashaye amagolika awaqhamuki kodwa italent ikhona okusekufanele nje ke manje ukuthi ke ashaya ikwahla umfana lapha oPaulos Masifa Nelson Stanley ukhona lapha ugabu lapha uNelson Stanley ibhola uya nalo ku goalkeeper asibona ke lapha ke uIsrael Nyandora emva ke kwemzuzu engamashumi amabili nanye so shintsha ke manje siye lapha ke kuDeshi Baktawa
Well, for Chiefs, if Junior Khanye pushes forward down this right-hand side, Tabiso Ramila won't be able to get forward down the left-hand side for Sundowns. For Sundowns as well, Masea up front looks really good if given time and space on the ball. I think in the game as well, you may find that players slow down the pace a wee bit.
Yes, Sundowns spent most of their time down at the coast in Durban preparing for the new season. One wonders about the wisdom of that and having to come and play a two-game tournament at altitude. We'll see what type of fitness levels they have. That's not a bad-looking ball there as Mtombeni gives chase, but Nangomasha will get there first. Hlanhla Kubega, a player with heaps of potential. Question is, can he stay fit? Matebula leaves it for Mushweu. The irrepressible Shoes Mushweu. Kabamba Musasha gets caught in possession. Clement Mazibogo. Patrick Mabedi putting Ron Fernandes under all sorts of pressure there. Deals with it well enough. Got a call up to the Bafana side, did Ron Fernandes, but for the trip to Ghana, but sat on the bench. And it to be third choice. as Kelvin Marlon deputized to Monique Josephs. Here's Nyandoro trying to get forward, appeals for handball. Isinobo not interested. Here's Shoes Mushreu. Still Mushreu. Beats one challenge. Couldn't find Junior Kanye. No doubt about the potential of a youngster. If he can keep his head, I think he could develop into something, but he's not quite yet the finished article. Although Kaizer Chiefs fans would have you believe otherwise at times. This man, on the other hand, is something else. Nengo Masha playing it with Matebula. Also looks like it could be quite a find for Chiefs. It's three players that look quite similar in the Chiefs lineup now. It's Matebula, Mbambo, and Gerald Sibego. All sporting the same sort of hairstyle and shortish guys. This is Dave Matebula, got on the score sheet against AS Vita in the Vodacom Challenge. Collins Besuma wins the throw-in. Tiamo Sineo had a very good debut for Sundowns in that opening match against Pirates. Looked very solid in defense, a former Swallows player. When Swallows let him go, I suppose money talks. Kanye. Baloy lining up his ball again here. It's Kanye that will swing it in. Baloy will pluck those out of the air all afternoon long. Sporting rather baggy tracksuit pants there, Brian Baloy. I wonder whether those are not going to restrict his movement. He's not one who favors the shorts of Brian Baloy, unlike his opposite number, Ron Fernandez. Win Stanley, of course, his twin brother now with Moroka Swallows. The twins are split for the first time in their career. Were at Wits, started off at Wits together, then went off to Chiefs together, and went back to Wits again together. Cyril Nzama, nice touch from him. Shoes Mushreu. Masihe was giving chase there. Still only 21 years old, Paulus Masihe. Sansa Kube. Oh, Matebula has given it away, but good cover there from the skipper, Patrick Mabedi. Acknowledges his mistake. Trying to find a way through here as the game has not been played at the most blistering of paces, as you might expect. Both teams having played a match earlier today, Sundowns more recently. Masibogo's done well here. Clement Masibogo looking for support. Masihe takes cleared by Mkwanza. And yes, no, Cyril Nzama rather it was that got it away. Shoes. Santla Kubega trying to thread it through from Besuma. Mosasa does well. It's a Besuma. Cuts it back to Shoes Mushreu. Junior Kanye, can he get across in here? Wants to take on his man. That was a rather bizarre looking throw in there from Junior Kanye. who's nicknamed Agahoa. Rather amusing to be nicknamed after a player who's also currently still playing. It's a bit like him being nicknamed Steve Likwele. And I think that's more, his nickname Agahoa has got more to do with his style of celebrating goals. His flick-flacks, tumbles. There he is, the youngster. Only one goal so far that he's had the opportunity to celebrate against Black Leopards in the league last season. Brian Baloyi. It's Kanye that wins it back, comes to him again. Besuma waiting in the middle. Kanye gets across it, doesn't look bad, but that's easy for Brian Baloyi. Tabiso Ramile. Excellent ball from Ramile for Mtombeni. Just taking a bit wide though. Mazibogo trying to get it to Paulus Masihe. There he is, 21-year-old. Just one goal, as I said, so far this season. Or last season, I should say. Working it around there. The game now played at walking pace. Both sides playing within themselves. Fatigue will all, of course, become a factor as the game progresses. Thankfully for both sides. Let's have a look at Ezra Nyandoro, Zimbabwean, making his debut for Sundowns in the earlier game. Matebula. Well, not on the same wavelength as Besuma there, or Shoes Mosheu. Will Chiefs be looking again to Shoes Mosheu to do the job for them? Deji Bektawa, the game being played at rather slow pace.
Well, to be so, as I said a little bit earlier, I think you'd expect that. Both sides, of course, having played a game earlier today. It's exceptionally hard work, this. But for Chiefs, down their left-hand side, Musasa looking really, really hungry, and he looks very good indeed.
Umdlalo ke lo obukeka ke ungezukuba ke mhlambe iqembu elingawina la ngaba ke u1-0 lapha ibhola belizanywa lapha kuyiphasi ke eya ku Junior Kanye bathola ke i-throw in. Raymond Sineo khiphele ngaphandle osuka lapha ku Maroka Swallows. Uyabona nje ke zakudala insizwa. Uma uze ungaphathanga la suka ngempela nomunye umfisana. Vuyo lapha ke Mthombeni ngonyaka la season le edlulile ubedlala njenge defensive midfielder phambi kwe-backline Mthombeni. Namhlanje kodwa ke Doleza umnikeze lapha ke i-free roll lapha ke eswini. Asibone ke Junior Kanye ukuthi uzokwazi ukuyicontrola le bhola, kodwa ke iphazanyiswa ke lapha ke go Raymond Snell, Neil Wayne Stanley. David Matebula wala lapha ke uManzini Zama tuka ukhanyo lapha ke ifoul le lapha ke eyenziwe nguThabiso Ramile. Ayithandi ngane lapha ngendlela enze ngayo lapha ke uRamile, ayithandi neze ikhona lapha iziyabusha. kick ezeshake uCyril Zama kodwa kayibanga inhlelo ezeneze kodwa-ke babuye balwina lapha-ke unengomasha oshaya i-second goal ye-Kaizer Chiefs Mkhonza ongene second half emdlalweni wokuqala basebebuye bemnikeza futhi ukuthi-ke ajwayele ukudlala ne-captain uPatrick Mabedi. Engicabanga ukuthi-ke umqondo omuhle lo owenze iKaizer Chiefs ukuthenga isilaphana-ke uMkhonza ngoba njengompetha-ke be-league bazodlala-ke ku-Champions League laphana-ke e-Afrika ngakho-ke babadinga laphana-ke abadlali sibone-ke uShoes kakhulunywa ngomuntu olaphana-ke kuthiwa-ke akafuna ukuguga uShoes Michel ngendlela ahamba ngakhona sisazombona nangesizini leya ka-2005 kuya ku-2006 ngendlela engibona ngakhona. Ruan Fernandez uNhlanhla-ke insizwa-ke ehlupha-ke kakhulukazi ukulimala ngabe kude uNhlanhla la ekhona ubani-ke akalimali ngoba isikhathi esiningi laphana-ke uhlala laphana-ke insizwa ilimele nangu laphana-ke uBrian Baloyi efika nje ku-Sundowns bamnikeza-ke laphana-ke laphana-ke i-captains armband sibone laphana-ke ibhola bekuzengangena laphana-ke uShoes kodwa la ngakhontroleka lapha kumfana omncane ugqoke lapha ijezi unumber 74 uBrian okuwunyaka azalwa ngawo uBrian Baloyi ngithemba usicelele yena qobo le ukuthi ngifuna u-74. Thabiso Ramile asibone-ke laphana-ke uNhlanhla ubheka i-back pass enye-ke laphana-ke ispini laphana-ke usebenzile lapha uNhlanhla lapha ukuvimba ukuthi-ke kungadaleki i-corner kick. Esibheke laphana-ke liphula lingozi kabi leli kodwa-ke ureferee u-Ace Ngcobo khona besekubonile la kwenziwa-ke ngu-surprise Moriri asibone-ke nansi-ke imove eqalwa-ke nguyena uCyril Zama kodwa-ke ithasi yakhe yaya nje laphana-ke kwabe Sundowns. Thabiso Ramile asibone-ke laphana-ke ukuthi angenzani-ke laphana-ke laphana-ke uThabiso Siphiwe Mkhonza Junior Kanye aphoqeka kubuya ngasekhaya laphana-ke wakhumbula bamcina laphana-ke la-ke uCyril Zama bazoqala kabusha-ke abeKaizer Chiefs ku-goalkeeper laphana-ke uRuan Fernandez uyezwa nje-ke ngisho umsindo la enkundleni ukuthi-ke abalandeli nje igcwele lenkundla ungazi ngaba ukuthi wena igcwele kugcwele nje kuphela abantu balaphana-ke ku-80,000 kodwa ngendlela umdlalo odlala ngakhona akekho thembile kwabalandeli be-Chiefs abayithembi Sundowns kanti-ke abe-Sundowns bayazi ukuthi Chiefs ivamisile-ke laphana ukuthi-ke ibashaye. Clement Mazibuko asibone-ke laphana-ke offside kodwa-ke le ngendlela engibone ngakhona Paulos Moyibe kuyiphasi esuka lapha ku-surprise Moriri abamthenge lapha ku-Silver Stars inikeza lo mfana esimbonayo laphana-ke uMasihe odlala endaweni la ku-position ebidlalwa nguRobson Kilambe emdlalweni wokuqala. Junior Kanye-ke laphana-ke enqamula-ke nenkundla selishangale-ke la ekuqaleni-ke beqale lapha uGomese la kodwa-ke kulesiwombe umdlalweni wesibili uqala laphana-ke udlale ngoMusasa lapha kule flank phambili. Throw in ye-Sundowns throw in futhi Sundowns. Raymond Sine sekwadlala kule phansi kwadlala futhi Morocco waqala Cosmos Raymond Sine waya ku-black le phansi no-Kevin Hunt basubuya naye-ke Kevin Hunt eza-Swallows njengoba seke thola-ke ilapha ki-offer engcono ku-Sundowns ubadlaliseke kabi-ke la usurprise Moriri edlaliswa-ke uTinashe neNgomashe yelo surprise Moriri i-Silver Stars binokumsebenzisa-ke nanjenge-striker njengoba sibona-ke uPaul Doleza yabanda-ke ngekubone-ke lapha-ke into ayigqokile insizwa-ke eyaziyo lapha imfashini laphana-ke uPaul Doleza umkhonza i-throw in laphana-ke usuka laphana-ke ku-Lamontville Golden Arrows okadlala-ke nalapha ku-Bloemfontein Celtic kusasa sibone-ke laphana-ke uMathebula neNgomashe asibone-ke laphana-ke uNzama Junior Khanye ngendlela laphana-ke i-Sundowns lapha-ke ibonile laphana ukuthi-ke kufanele-ke ivale lapha ikakhulukazi la kukhona khona-ke uJunior Khanye ukhona-ke akubonile lapha ureferee u-AC Ngcobo ongomunye-ke wobu-referee okwabe sobala ukuthi-ke ayimthinti yena laphana-ke i-operation dribble leyo mkhulukazi wabo-referee so ke sithathe-ke manje zuzwini-ke engamashumi amane Deership Park Tower touchline.
Well, for Sundowns, not too much happening down that right-hand side, but Surprise Moriri seems to be pushing forward and getting into the Chiefs' box.
Crossing here, they get it away. There's Ezrom Nyandoro. As far as his countryman now, Musasa pushing his way through here. Kanye having some words there with Ramile, who ignores him. Can do anything to him. There's nothing in it. Junior Kanye just fell on his own. Nyandoro playing it with Mazibugo in this most unusual position that he's playing in the middle of midfield. More accustomed to seeing him tearing down the wing. But, clearly Paul Doleza has got new plans for Clement Mazibugo, whose former club Bushbucks will be campaigning in the Premiership in the new season, or will they? In fact, we'll be showing Bushbucks in action next Sunday against Silver Stars out in Polokwane. Next Saturday, you can see Chiefs as well in action. They'll be taking on Dynamos. They've stolen a couple of players, of course, from Dynamos. I say stolen, of course, in inverted commas. They didn't steal them. They've taken them away. They've bought players from Dynamos and recalled one. Tabiso Ramile. Not the best ball from him. Yeah, the Chiefs fans, as always, anticipating victory from their side. The reigning PSL, Castle Premiership champions, reigning holders of the Coca-Cola Cup, won the Telkom Cup as well last season. So it was a fruitful season for Chiefs. It was 2003-2004. What does 2004 and 2005 hold in store for them? Of course, they've got a campaign in the Champions League to look forward to. They'll need a big squad for that, and lots of experience, which they're a bit thin on at this stage. Could be problems here. Surprise Moriri almost wiggling his way through. Appeals from the Sundowns players for a handball. AC Ngcobo not interested. Nhlanhla Kubega. As we approach half-time now, still no goals in this final. Nengomasha. Rodson Kilambe, who got the goal for Sundowns against Pirates, not in the starting lineup. As Mazibuga tries to thread something through for Paulus Masie. John Mushwi, otherwise known as Shoes. Kubega. Strong looking run here from Kubega, who's sent tumbling by Clement Mazibogo, and will get a yellow card for his efforts. Will Clement Mazibogo, second player booked. Nhlanhla Kubega brought down there, and Mazibogo booked for his efforts. Ironically, Nhlanhla Kubega is the only other player who's been booked. There's confirmation of the booking. Now more work for Brian Baloy to do here. Shus Mushweu sends it into row H. There he is, Shus. Not one of his better efforts on goal. Goal kick for Brian Baloy, the captain of Sundowns. Yes, that's right, captain of Sundowns. Playing against his former club here. And, well, that's it. That's it for the first half. The referee blows his whistle. Ace Ngobo to end what's been a rather dull first half. Not much to talk about at all, but that's maybe fatigue trying to set in. Let's go down to Deshabak Tower. He's got Neil Winstanley with him.
Thanks, Tabiso. Neil, what's the pace like, particularly after the game in the morning?
Well, we're a little bit tired at the moment, I think, but we just need to keep a little bit more possession and keep going forward. And I'm sure we're gonna get a goal.
You're a little bit quiet down that right-hand side.
Yeah, I mean, it's his first game, so he's a little bit unsure at the moment, but we're going to help him. He's going to get better in the second half.
Thanks a lot. Okay, hopefully, you know, they will get better in the second half, but I can guarantee at least a goal or two in the next 45 minutes.
Sibonge Walthando njengoba ke uzala kithi ama coaches la omabili asase nalo lapha ke ithemba lapha ke ukubathemba labadlali abaqale ngabo la lomdlalo. Kodwa ke nje ke ongase ke ukubheke njengoba ke umdlalo ke ibhola lapha ke libuyisela lapha ke ku Patrick Mabedi i-captain eKaizer Chiefs elibeka ku Nhlanhla kubheka lapha ke ungasubheka ngempela ukuthi mongobheka uPaul Doleza ekushintsha leya i-team laqale ngayo idlala lapha ke ne-Orlando Pirates wayishintsha ke kakhulu mhlambe ngikho okunye okudala lokho siboneke lapha ke uTinashe Nengomashe i-PSL Player of the Year ngesizini efile kodwa wakora ke igoli elilodwa kuphela umfana omdala siboneke uNhlanhla kubheka ureferee ngeke ayivumeke lento eyenziwe ke eyenziwe nguManzini lapha ke ku Musasa uKabamba Musasa uyena lo odlale kabi uziboneke lapha ke ukuthi khwalele lapha ke siyakudinga ke ukukhanya ngisho ke ukukhanya kwenyanga siyakudinga ke lesikhathi ke lesi samanje akho umuntu ko onyakazayo la kubalandeli abakhona bahlezi bathule kuthethu umdlalo lona uma ngabe nasiboneke lapho uShoes uBrian umuntu ongasakore uBrian uShoes ngendlela engibona ngakhona ngaphandle ke mangabe khona ubhuduzela nje ke omunye kangakora kodwa nje emabholeni nje abhekekile uyena engicabanga ukuthi angadla uBrian uShoes Muswewu engicabanga futhi ukuthi ke iChiefs ngaphandle kaShoes ngeke ke sibheke lapha ke leli bhola kuyithatha ke isikhathi ukuthi kwazi ukuthi bathola ke i-corner kick. Lapha ke bekungu Besuma lapha ke ibhola bezana lapha ke uCyril Zama besuka lapha ke emuva lapha ke bangena kulobo babili uCyril Zama no Collins Besuma bangene kulobo babili leli bhola. Brian Baloyi emva kweminyaka engu-14 Sundowns Nyandoro insizwa esuka eZimbabwe Sineyo yena osuka kuMoroka Swallows Paulus Masihe lebhola kaselwenkosi lapha uFuyo njengoba sizile ke lapha ke ekhuluma uNelwyn Stanley lapha ke ukuthi une lapha ke icoach mangabe inabadlali abaningi kwizike isikhathi iyadideka njengoba bona basenoJosta Dladla lapha ebenchini odlala ngapha ngaku right olapha ke kodwa ke banqume ukuqala ke ngovuyo bashintshe ke uClement Mazibuko bamdlase kwiposition ke angayijwayele bamdlase ku-central midfield ngazi ke mhlambe uPaul Doleza ilokho eqhubeke njalo nalo system le yaqale ngayo lo mdlala ka ushuthi ke mhlambe sabona ukuthi kusahamba kahle Mathebula asibone ke uthola uShoes asibone lapha usasa ingosgari uShoes lapho uholde kahle ibhola eliholdela uMbesuma kanti uMbesuma yena udlulisela lapha ke kumusasa kodwa ke ubelibonile le bhola uBrian Baloyi uPatrick Mabedi Clement Mazibuko zama ngapho khona ke uVuyo obedlala uHellenic angathi ke uthanda manje ukuthola umdlalo wakhe awuzibona Vuyo Sundowns njengokujwayelekile wafika futhi uPatrick Mabedi ulapha ke uPaulus Masihe uyasho uyakhala ukuthi ayikhona cishe lifike ithuba lapha ke ibhola limzumile lapha lafika la ibhola ukuthi lishaye uyena lashaya yena edolweni ibhola uMasihe ibhola lidlale yena beke lapha ke umnyakazo ke umuhle lo linesman athi ibhola ke ngele Sundowns izophoswa ke ngiyena la Raymond Sneyo liyabuyile ngithemba kancane ku-Paul Doleza ngoba iClub leni Kaizer Chiefs ke akocha kuyona wawina ngayo futhi amakhapu wawina kuyona uPaul Doleza. Kungamnandi kakhulu enhlizweni yakhe uma ngase ayidle kanjalo futhi naye lapha uTed Dimitri wake wakocha la Sundowns wawina lapha ke ileague kabili kuyona naye futhi mangabe engase ke lapha ke ayishaye ngamnandi ngalalo ubuthongo obulapha ke obuhle kabi. Yasibone lapha uMazibuko liphakeme iduku lika linesman kushuthi ke bese kune offside ka Paulos Masihe. Kukhona ke uphakamisa khona ushintsho lizokwenzeka ngendlela ulinesman engibone ephakamisa ngakhona ke iduku kuzongena umbambo na bakhipha lapha ke ukhanye ke la mfana kuseningi kokufanele ukuthi akufunde ngesinye isikhathi ukuthi angenzi into eyodwa njalo ngebhola ngesikhathi lifike nje alikhiphe same time angafiki njalo ibhola alivale. Sibona ke sebifake ke manje lapha ke uSimpiwe Mbamba ngoba uthola abadlali begijima ibhola belifake nasilifike elivala baba out of position bonke labo badlali lebhola balingaphunyuka lidle ekhaya. Ruan Fernandez David Matibula lapha no-Brian Benike uClement Mazibuko asibone lapha ke ibhola likavuyo asibone ke lapha ke ubani ushoes uthi no referee uthi ngayikhona kwenzeka kakhulu ukuthi umdlalo uma uqhubeke. Unhlanhla Musasa uKabamba Musasa yena ufaka ke ama-gloves alapha ke ampisholo kanti ke lapha umuhamba Musasa ufaka amhlophe kwe-Orlando Pirates. David Matebula asibone ke lapha ke uColin Besuma ureferee bengicabanga ukuthi ke mhlambe uzonikeza uColin Besuma ibhola advantage lapha ke u-Ace Ngobo kodwa ke ubephumelela lapha ke noma bebemthinta emaqakaleni kodwa ke ubephumelela lapha uColin Besuma angisiboni impela isidingo sokuthi ashaya impembe lapha. uBrian uyazi ukuthi ke njengoba ekhomba usuzu khona uyena ke insizwa engaseke njengoba ngeke ngasho ekuqaleni ukuthi ke umuntu ozokhona ukuthi usadlela uBrian ngicabanga ukuthi ke ngawuyena la uShoes Mushwe. Asibone ke ushintsho bakhipha uDavid Matebula bafaka uThabo Woki ongena endaweni kaDavid Matebula. Ucabanga ukuthi ke lapha ke usephumulile ngokwanele manje uThabo Woki ukufika enziwa asibone lapha ibhola kodwa ke alishakanga kahle ke le bhola lapha ke lakhe uShoes Mushwe. Throw in the Kaizer Chiefs. Ibhola ke ebelishawa uShoes lapha ke alishakanga lagcwala uBrian Baloyi walicosha ke nje ke kalula efika nje ke uBrian usethathe lapha ke ku-Andra Rense yena ke la futhi ke uPaul Doleza akhona nami ukuthi kodwa bengahamba ayolanda ke i-goalkeeper engezukuyisebenzisa lapha efana njengoBrian Baloyi. Asibone ke lapha ke uMasihle Vuyo lapha ke uMthombeni engicabanga ukuthi ke naye lapha ke i-position lapha ke bamdlalisa wide uPaul Doleza. Emva ke kwemzuzu elishumi laphana ke esombeni sesibili kodwa sokwesizwe laphana ke uDeshi Baktawa.
No real tactical changes for the two teams in the second half. This was a nice little spell for Chiefs just a moment or so ago, but it was Sundowns who should really have scored a little bit earlier, created one or two great opportunities.
Here's another one for Masihe. Excellent tackle from Nhlanhla Kubega. Masihe almost in there again. Has looked very good, Paulus Masihe. Just perhaps no one playing close enough to him, and so finds himself isolated for the most part. But very nearly in there again. A timely tackle from Nhlanhla Kubega to thwart the danger. That's the situation. Still no goals. And if ever a game was badly in need of a goal, this is one. Crowd has been subdued. They've had a long afternoon here, and it's been a long day. Thankfully, none of the games today have gone to penalties. Let's hope it stays that way. And I'm sure Chiefs will also be hoping it doesn't go to penalties and that they can finish it off in regulation, because they've already tasted the defeat in the penalty shootout against AS Vita in the Vodacom Challenge. And a small matter of a check for 1 million was at stake that afternoon. 1 million rand, that is. Look at the possession figures. Chiefs slightly edging it here as Simpiwe Mbambo tries to cross, gets a corner. Third corner for Kaizer Chiefs. Ramino had the last touch on it there. Tavamoki with a corner. Tinashe Ngomasha is fouled by Paulus Masihe. Ace Ngobo gives the free kick to Chiefs. Mbambo. Spiwe Mkonza. Nengomasha. Besuma trying a little flick on there. Sundowns on the break here, but there's no one there. Really has been a bit of a dull affair thus far in the final. Always the difficulty with the final of this Telkom Charity Cup, where two sides that would have given their all to get here in the first place, and then when they get to the final, find that they've run out of gas a bit. Rowan Fernandez. Little flick on from Musasa there. Besuma the target, but Vuyo Mereda as well. Kebamba Musasa did well to keep it in play. Moki. Kubega. Now it's Clement Masibogo. Searching ball there. Picks out Paulus Masihe. Masihe. And it all comes to nothing. Young Vuyomire there. It's been quite involved. Full marks for effort from Vuyomire. looking to impress here at his new side. The youngster, only 20 years of age. Now then, here is it, Miri. Oh, that's a bit disappointing from the young lad. Summed up the game a bit. We've still got half an hour of play. Doesn't look like these guys will get there, or does it? Really do look tired. Although both teams have given a run to some fresh legs, players who didn't feature in the first games. Mazibugo, he's been pulling the strings in midfield here. Paulus Masihe. Tombeni is in an advanced position, but Kubega does well and gets the free kick. Mazibugo. Nyandoro. No one forward. Here comes Sundowns now. Ramile playing it with him, Tombeni. Shot from Mazibugo. Clement Mazibugo couldn't find the target there. Said playing in a new role in the heart of midfield, rather than as a winger. Mbesuma, good skills from the Zambian. Still Mbesuma, and stopped in his tracks by Michael Manzini. This is Shuz Mushreu. Foul on Nengo Masha. Another free kick then for Chiefs. Lots of fouls that Sundowns have given away. They've given another free kick directly in front of goal, but quite a long way out. It'll take a shot of some quality to beat Brian Baloy from that type of distance. It's Mushreu that'll have a go at it again. And as I said, you're gonna need a strike of some quality a la Roberto Carlos to beat Brian Baloy from that sort of range. But once again, the wall didn't do its job as the ball found its way through, but Baloy did well. He wasn't standing behind the wall, so he was well positioned to make the save. Kabamba Musasa will get the throw in. Mbesuma. Still Mbesuma. Goes sent tumbling, nothing given by the referee. He's looking for a penalty. Chiefs supporters also calling for one, but I think that would have been a very harsh call if a penalty were given. Masihe. We'll have a look at that appeal in a moment. Perhaps there might have been some contact, but it would have taken a very brave referee to give that one. And Naisi Ngobo is such a referee. So then there's 25 minutes to go. Still, we await the first goal. Deshi, where is it most likely to come from?
Well, at this stage, Tabisa, the way it's looking, it doesn't look as if we're going to see a goal, does it? Both teams have slowed it down completely. It's a good spell again for Chiefs, though. They've forced Sundowns backwards, and they've kept the pressure on Sundowns. For Sundowns, when Clement Mazibuko starts playing, they really do well. This is another look at that earlier penalty call by Chiefs. Well, referee right on the spot there. Two defenders, Musuma caught in between the two defenders. A lot of referees would have given that.
Gapela lapha bekuzokwenzela omunye ureferee ubengayibeka lapha ke i-penalty bayibamhlanganisela la uNelwyn Stanley noManzini benza nje ke into ke eyingozi kodwa ke angazuthi iChiefs ifuna ukwenza ushintsho kodwa ke tibona ukuthi ureferee uAce Ngcobo uzothi akuthathe le free kick noma uzothi ke abame iChiefs ke yenze ke ushintsho kwingozi ukwenza ushintsho kunebhola elimi kanje lapha balenza kushintsha ngathi umusasa lapha ke abamkhipha bafaka ke uPatrick Mayo lapha ke njengoba ekhipha ke umusasa uMayo ke akadlalanga nasemdlalweni ke oqala uthola ke igame lapha ke emvusekusele ngaphansi kwemzuzu sekusele ngaphansi lapha kuka 25 minutes. Patrick Myers ukuvula la belingozi la sibona ke kusabetsangena uMayo emdlalweni ke la uqala wesizini ka2003 njengoba sibona lapha ke ibhola likaMbesuma liphuma eceleni kwebhali la ukuthi ke ukhona lapha goalkeeper emdlalweni oqala we-league phakathi kwe-Chiefs ne-Sundowns isizini 2003-2004 uMayo washaya ke igoli lesibili emva ukuthi iChiefs yasiphambili ibekwe nguShus. Asazi ke namhlanje nansi ke futhi iSundowns uthola ke ithuba lokuthi akwenze njengoba ke kusengu-not zikhumbula ke ibuyele ke igama likaMamelodi yona lapha ke egameni ke leSundowns elaselingekho ngesikhathi lapha ke engakafiki la Patrick Motsepe. Mazibuko ngendlela ke asebenza ngakhona Mazibuko angazuthi ke la uzolidinga elinye ithuba uthini ureferee bamdlase kabi lapha ke uSiphiwe Mbambo. Ureferee angathi ke akakuthandanga lapha ke ukwenziwe nguNyandoro. Umkhonza ngethemba ke uzolala ethokozile umkhonza ukuthi akwazi ukuthola igame ungene ngesomo sesibili egemini oqala nakho kulena ke kufinal eqala phansi umdlalo kuzomnikeza ke kuzethemba kakhulu ukusingathi confidence yena la uSiphiwe lapha umkhonza. Mhlanhla kubheka une yellow card Dimitri yabona nje insizwa ukuthi kuyabanda kodwa ke omunye ke wemidlalo lona engicabanga ukuthi umdlalo phakathi kweSundowns neChiefs ongakaze nje impela ube mnandi kanti lamaqembu nangabe edlala isikhathi esiningi kuvamise ngempela ukuthi ke ishonqe intuli kodwa namhlanje angazi ke ngoba phela lapha ke ibhola lika surprise kuzoba i-throw in yeSundowns ngoba ibhola lithintile lapha kunzama. Surprise Morire kodwa ke ibhola lathathwa nje ke unzama sibone ke lapha ke uThabo Moki Mhlanhla ufake ke endaweni kaDavid Khanemeya ukhombisa ke nje ke iChiefs ukuthi kuyo wonke ama-positions lapha ke enkundleni iChiefs cisho inabadlali ababili abangase bayidlale lo position ngokufana bangabheka nje la usekhona uFabian McKenzie ongadlala endaweni kaMabedi noma ongadlala endaweni kaSimphiwe Mkhonza okuyinto ke la edingekayo uma ngabe i-team izodlala imidlalo eminingi. Sibone ke uCollins Besuma basuke babaningi lapha uCollins Besuma uke waphuma ke emidlalweni wokuqala kwangena uDavid Hadebe kodwa ke namhlanje akukholwa ukuthi mhlawumbe uDavid Hadebe angayithola igame ngoba sengene ke uMayo. Surprise Muriri zaziningi ke lapha imilenze yabe Kaizer Chiefs. Asibone ke uThabo Moke Collins Besuma nange lapha Collins Besuma ke kuleya angle angazi bengakora kanjani kuBrian Baloyi uCollins Besuma ngicabanga ukuthi nawo besenze ukuthi ibhola lisuke kuyena. Sibheke futhi ke kwenye ke i-angle ibhola akasahluphe nokuyihlupha lapha uBrian Baloyi Nyandoro Isrom Nyandoro Manzibi Clement Mazibuko ngizama lapha ke uVuyo Rowan Fernandez Clement Mazibuko yena ke umdlali ngempela ku Sundowns esingathi ke iyona ke lapha ke umshini i-live wire yabo. Sibone ke lapha ke kodwa ke lona ke lele bhola Cyril Zama usiyaqala ke manje ukuya phambili. Cyril Zama sebona ukuthi hayi ingozi angathi ke ayiningi kodwa ke nangethathelwe kuba lapha ke ku surprise Muriri ngenhlanhla wabuya wakwazi lapha ukubuya uCyril Zama Simphiwe Mkhonza inhlanhla naye wakabala ukuthi angasahambe aye ku Sundowns kodwa kubuye wasayina ke iminyaka emibili i-contract ne-Kaizer Chiefs. Zama badlali namhlanje bakhatheleke ngenye ke indlela akujwayelekanga noma ke phela sekuthi ke sebephinde umdlalo wesibili. Thabo Moki ureferee ngeke ayivumeke lento asisanda sangena lapha ke ephaketheni mase wathola ke i-yellow card bedlaseka lapha uMoki Paulus Masihe yethembisa kakhulu la lapho umfaka Masihe uma njengalokho ewathola amathuba okudlala ngeke uPaul Doleza azisole naye ke enye ke i-team efana noma enabadlali abaningi cisho ukudlula ke bonke abadlali amaqembu ku-PSL esingakhuluma ke lapha ke ngabadlali nje ke ebathengela kukhona abadlali vele ke enabo kodwa ke umehluko ebholeni leli namhlanje ukuthi ke noma nini ufaka abadlali abawu-11 kuphela noma nganabadlali ke abawu-30 Brian Baloyi Babo Mtata kubheka Paulus Masihe elibuyisa ke ibasibona ke lephola ukuthi ke lingaselenze njani lapha ke kodwa ke uphuma lapha ke ugoalkeeper Rowan Fernandez kukhona ushintsho ke futhi olwenziwayo kuphuma asibone ke lapha ke emva ukuthi ke kule bhola asibone ke la kungena ke uDavid Kanemeya uyena udlala emdlalweni wokuqala uDavid Kanemeya wasekuqaliswa ke unhlanhla une-yellow card sebemkhiphile uTed Demetro mhlambe ke ufuna ukufaka uDavid Kanemeya ukuthi ke akwazi ukukhuphuka nangu noMasihe ephuma kubuyela ke uRotten Kilambe owinise i-Sundowns ku-Orlando Pirates uRodson Kilambe lo. Bethi-ke sibone lapha-ke ivukuyena lapha bengadlalisanga kahle lapha-ke umsiza uDavid Kanemeya. Ibhola lizosuswa-ke goalkeeper lapha Ron Fernandez. Ake sizwe lapha-ke uDeshi Baktawa ku-touchline. Likhona igoli Desh elizongena.
Well, it's certainly, nobody's created any real chances in the last couple of minutes as well. Chiefs have still got a lot of possession, but no real chances, as I say. For Sundowns, maybe an opportunity to get Clement Mazibuko to play down that right-hand side. That was an earlier incident.
Away as we wait for a goal in this game. Kanemeya, who's just come on, looking to force matters there. Nothing to show for all the possession that Chiefs have shown they've had in this game from the first half. There you go, Chiefs 53%. Here's Mbesuma with a sight on goal, but didn't get a hold of it. Shoes Masheu's goal it was that won it last year for Chiefs. So with the way things look, Brian Baloy will have to face penalties taken by his former teammates, players I'm sure he would have faced plenty of times in practice. So an advantage there for him. And on the other hand, Ron Fernandez, who really hasn't shown any great skill in terms of facing penalties. I mean, it's such a lottery, you know, facing a penalty as a goalkeeper, I guess. But more often than not, Ron Fernandez has guessed wrong. If you look at what happened in the Vodacom Challenge, and of course he also had a go at himself at taking a penalty, and successfully so. So I imagine we won't be seeing Ron Fernandez lining up amongst the penalty takers for Chiefs. Shoes Masheu there, losing balance. Just tired, I think. Plain old tired. Never mind, only 12 more minutes to endure. That's for the players. Now an opportunity for a shot. Konza stands in the way. Thabiso Ramil. Nyandoro playing it with Mazibuko. Sundowns not taking any shots from range, wanting to walk the ball into the net here. And that Chiefs defense holds strong. Simpiwe Mbambo. The tackle was from Clement Mazibuko, and the throw-in has gone the way of Sundowns. The referee deciding the ball came off Mbambo. Vuyomir. Good ball for Kilambe. who's shoved off the ball by Kanemeya. The whistle was a bit late in coming. It's a free kick. It's a dangerous position. Just outside the area. Rodson Kilambe, can he be the hero for Sundowns? Sundowns are making another change. Shakes Ngwenya, Mangoba, Shakes Ngwenya will replace Surprise Moriri. It's had a quiet game. This time around looks exhausted. You see he's out of gas. And on comes Shakes Ngwenya, who also came off the bench in the first game against Pirates. A player who possesses bags of skill. Oh, he's sometimes perhaps question marks about how he applies himself. Here comes the corner. They get it over the free kick rather. Chiefs get it away. Shot there, it comes off the woodwork. What has Rowan Fernandez put on those goalposts? It is not the first time today that the woodwork has come to the rescue of Rowan Fernandez. But the flag was up for offside nonetheless. It wouldn't have counted. Wouldn't have counted, but I tell you, the woodwork has helped Ron Fernandez on a couple of occasions in the 2 games that we've seen today. So still no goals, 8 minutes remain. Have a look at that. Kilambe hit it hard with a tight call there. The offside flag was up with Fernandez once again beaten. I think he should put his booty on the market, should Rowan Fernandez, although it wouldn't have counted even had it gone in. Kilambe looking to do what he did against Pirates. He does pack a shot, scored with a vicious shot past Thabang Khatebe in a game against Pirates. And there he struck it well as well, but the flag was already up. Now here they come again with offside against Ngwenya. Former Wits University player. Marginal call, but I think this time it was a good one. Tabomogi looking for options. No movement, no one running off the ball. In fact, no one running at all. Here's Nengomasha. Still Nengomasha. Nengomasha, can he get across in here? Sundowns clear it, and the shot from Moki. He has scored from that type of range against Sundowns before. I seem to remember him scoring against John Tlale in a night game at the Johannesburg Stadium from even further than that. That one was miles off target. And Masha done well there to cut it back. Tabomoki in his 10th season, or in his 10th year with Kaizer Chiefs. Komanzini with a bit of a limp there. I just think the old legs are weary. This long day of football, festival of football, draws to a close. But seemingly it will be penalties that will decide it, because no one has been able to unlock this deadlock. Wing Stanley covering. It's going to be a Sundowns throw. Vuomiri. Trying to thread a ball through, but we come through to Rowan Fernandez. So with 5 minutes gone, I guess we're going to have to settle for penalties, are we, Deshu Baktawa?
Well, it looks that way, but in this game, particularly where players are really, really tired, and that often results in a lack of concentration. Anything can happen. I'll tell you a funny story. Surprise Mariri came off the pitch and started walking towards the Kaizer Chiefs bench. That just tells you exactly how tired he was.
Kodwa ke namhlanje abadlali kanti bakhathele kakhulu kuneminye iminyaka esesibone kuyo kudlalelwa le ndebe lena yakwa Telkom. Ngempela bahamba nje la sekulinde ukuthi ke ngase kungene ke kuma penalties. Kunzima ke ngoba iChiefs sandoyibona ihlula ngama penalties ukuthi ke namhlanje kuzokuba kodwa ke neSundowns nokubheka abadlali enabo enkundleni abafana abancane esingicabanga ukuthi ke azobethusa ke kakhulu ke ama penalty. Kanti ke iChiefs inkinga yabo izobe ibhekene ke noBrian ozobe efuna ke ukuprove point ukuthi ke ningidedele ngahamba ngazibiselanga madoda. Asazi ukuthi ke i-first prize la u400,000 rand. Lapha ama-runners up u-half. Bese ukuthi ke lapha ama-losing semi-finalist bathola lapha 100,000 lapha ke iqembu ngalinye. Sibone ke la uManqoba lapha ke uNgwenya naye ongene ke kule sombe. Nasemdlalweni wokuqala ongene ngesikhathi ke esifanayo. Asibheke lapha ke unzenjani ke uVuyo Nyandoro Mazibuko odlale kahle kakhulu lapha ke kuleya position lapha ku central midfield lapha indawo ke angayijwayele ukuyidlala Patrick Mayo nang lapha ke uNeil Winstanley osuka ku Wits University useyishiya kwesibili ke iVets wakwaya kuKaizer Chiefs kwangalunga uSundowns angazi ukuthi kodwa ke uyena ke ukhiye ngekahlupheke ukuthola lapha ke ijezi kanti kuChiefs kwakunzima ukuthola ijezi ngesikhathi ke benomfowabo lapha benomfowabo uIvan Winstanley yena ke usekumoroka Swallows sibonela uNyandoro ngene ke manje emzuzwini embili yokugcina abekho manje abadlali ngathi ke iqembu elimisela ukuzama kakhulu kunelinye ukuthola igoli nobani manje sobheka ukuthi bangenzeke iphutha ukuthi ke bakore labantu esidlala nabo nobani usitshele nje ukuthi ke hayi sesoshaka ama-penalty bonakale ukuthi ubani onenhlanhla ngoba phela ama-penalty ilottery nje kusuke nje kufana njengelotho. Kodwa ke nakubheka nala ngaphandle isimo sezulu mhlawumbe ngeke kuphela amahora noma ihora singabonanga imvudlanyana ekhona la ngendlela engibona ngakhona ngendlela nje osekuthulela ngakhona kodwa okuhle nje abalandeli bebhola noma seqala ukuvuleka ikhala abahambile bakhuphuke nje bayoma phezulu lapha ekugcineni ukuthi nawuphela lo mdlalo basheshe bagijime baphume. Clement Mazibuko uzakhele lapha ukuhlonipheka uMazibuko ngendlela adlale ngakhona lapha kule position ke okuyisiposition ke ayijwayele. Serenzama shoes lapha ke eNoswew uma ngabe ngempela umdlalo uziphatha kahle njengebona shoes ubone nje uyoqeda ke i90 minutes lapha ke uShoes kanti nasemdlalweni wokuqala udlalile laphana ke uShoes uShew nangifuthi nala usadlala nongabheka ke iminyaka ukuthi uya uselaphana ke ku-37 ya ku-38 ungabona ukuthi ke indaba yeminyaka nje inamba kuya nokuthi umuntu uziphatha kanjani. Manzini Themba ke la ngibona ngathi la nangibheka la uTed Dimitru usukumisa David Hadebe nangijontsha nje ngilokuza lapha phansi usemile laphana ke uDavid Hadebe kodwa ke sobe sikubheke ke lokho uma ngabe isivela indoda bekungumashe laphana ke edlalisa uvuyo nanto ke ushintsho angathi ukukhisha umuntu ongene kulesobe sesibili futhi umbambo ungene njenge substitute bamkhipha futhi umbambo angazi ukuthi ke ukhona kusho ukuthi lokho kuthiwa akangena kwenza akakwenzi uDimitri kufaka ke uhadebe into ezofanele ayijwayele ukuthi mayephaselwa ibhola ku-scoring position kufanele aphakamise amehlo phela abheke ukuthi ugoalkeeper ukuphi nepali likuphi lapha ngoba iyona into engicabanga ukuthi iyamlimaza kakhulu uDavid Hadebe ukungaphakamisi ikhanda mangabe ethola ke ipass kwathi ke kuzokwengezwa 3 minutes lapha ke i-added on time. Ngethemba ke kulokhu bamthiphile uDavid Hadebe indoda mawuthola ibhola trapper phakamise ikhanda ubheka ukuthi ke kwenzekani eduzane nawe. Nangi lapha ke uClement Mazibuko sibona ke le move kodwa ke ayikhona ke manje ivalile ke ilapha ke iKaizer Chiefs bekuye uThabiso lapha Ramile Rodson Kilambe okore kudlalwa lapha ke neOrlando Pirates ekora ke kuThabang Hadebe sizongena ke nakanjani la kuma penalties ngendlela la okwenzeka lapha ngakhona asibone ke lapha uShoes ukuthi angeke angawenzeni umehluko asibone Hadebe besuma Brian usaphila kuleminyaka 30 lapha sengaphezulu ka-13 kodwa ke bona usaphila ngakho konke uBrian uShoes futhi ke la uthakathwe indaba obeqale yonke le nkinga lapha uHadebe wathi akhamka lapha ke ngeke umsole ngalutho ke lapha uHadebe ibhola bezamile nge-diving header ubone uKhilambe ke manje sekuya i-Sundowns usebenzile lapha umdlalo wavuka ekugcineni uSimphiwe Mkhonza usebenzile umdlalo wavuka ekugcineni usuyophela iChiefs bithola ithuba nangu noKhilambe ethola elinye ithuba asibone ke futhi le bhola kodwa ke lapha uThabo Boko usebenzile asibone ke manje lapha ke uNeil Winstanley Mazibuko uzophela noma nini ke manje lo mdlalo asibone ke lapha ke iSundowns ngathi ifuna ukuthi iqede kuyona lapha ke strong Sundowns nangu lapha uClement Mazibuko Vuyo Clement Mazibuko asibone ke lapha uThabo Moki lapha ke ungase kube imove yokugcina yomdlalo ukuthi ke ingenze njani lapha ke iKaizer Chiefs asibone futhi uShoes kase kube khona okwenzekayo ke lapha ibhola maliphethe uShoes asibone ke lapha odake lonakela uzophela umdlalo lapha nangu uAce Ngcobo wathi lethani la kimi ibhola uphelele kumdlalo kushuthi le mdlalo la weTelkom Charity uzonqunywa ngama-penalty nangu Rodson Kilambe lapha ke isibheke ke lapha ke uManqoba Ngwenya uManqoba i-penalty into yakhe ke la kuzoba nzima ke nansi ke lapha uyabona kusebusuku ke manje la FNB Stadium ke abantu basahlezi babekezele iscore siphelile 90 minutes Kaizer Chiefs not Mamelodi Sundowns not so ke sithathe ke siphindele lapha ke e-studio sethu